Today on Thunder Bear 4-wheel drive, I'm going to show off our new toy. Yesterday we bought this Polaris Sportsman 450 HO, and it's for my wife so she can do chores around the property here. We have a small herd of goats, about 10 of them, and so she needs to haul water to them daily once we move them out of the pens. So this is what she's going to be using to do that. Not a whole lot to it. It's a real base model. It is all-wheel drive, so we can use it for that. I didn't get any accessories for it, no plow or anything, but it's fuel injected. It's a 2024. We got it Experience Power Sports in Moses Lake. Came with a hitch, which is what we'll be working on later in this video. I'm going to be building a small utility trailer for it so that we can put a water barrel on it so she can haul water around to all the goats. So stick around, and next thing we're going to be working on is tearing into the trailer and getting that assembled and going from there. Well, I figure the deck of this trailer is as good a place as any to assemble our little utility trailer, which fits inside this box, so it can't be bigger than the area that we're sitting on. It's a nice day outside, so yeah, we're just going to do it here. So let's get this sucker unpacked. So this is a YuTrax ATV utility trailer. We picked it up at Lowe's. I saw them on Amazon. My preference was to get a four-wheel unit, but they had this one in stock in Lowe's at Moses Lake, so we just picked it up there because I didn't want to wait for it to ship and have my wife wait longer than she needed to have something to haul water with. So we're setting it up today and we'll go from there. Instructions. So it looks like here's our assembly hardware. These are our axle shafts. Looks like these go together here where it joins in the center. So looks like this piece goes here to hold our tongue in. All the hardware to put it together. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to run over to the garage and get a few tools, and we'll be right back. All right, after gathering up some tools, it looks like the bolts that are in here are 5/16. So I just grabbed 13 millimeter because it was handy. We all know that works. And they had 3 different length bolts. Most all of the bolts are one length, and then there's a couple long ones and a couple short ones. So I looked at the instructions briefly, so we're just going to start throwing some bolts in this, and then once we get them all put together and roughly assembled, then we'll go back and tighten stuff up. So they provided nylocks with it, so nothing should back out, but over time, I mean, we'll see. So I'm going to snug these up a little bit just so that it's not quite so loose trying to put things together. All right, it looks like we've got the center section and the axles mounted to it. So I can go ahead and tighten all this stuff up because the tongue is separate, so that won't matter. So in looking at this tongue mount piece right here, it's got the extra rib around it like a receiver would. And typically you put that on the, the farthest part out, but the pinhole's right here. So that would mean that this only goes in just a little ways. And I suppose that's all right. It just makes sense to me that it would be sturdier if I was pulling from back there. But we're going to go like this. It'll make the tongue longer, which might make it easier to lift up from the outside edge. So, we'll see how it goes. All right, so there's 4 washers, 2 washers per side. Slide a washer up, then your wheel. And there's a pipe between the bearings on the wheel, kind of a centering collar. Got to make sure that goes in right. And that is that. So, little trick on washers, flat washers in particular, there's always a smooth side and a cut side. I always put the cut side towards the piece that's being fastened, just the way I was taught. The reason for that is because it actually does have a certain amount of bite and can help secure a fastener in place. In this particular instance, it doesn't really matter, but just it's a neat kind of a tidbit on hardware. There we have it. Little water trailer for the Polaris here, and let me slap the tailgate and the sides on it so you can see what that looks like. There you go. This is a YuTrax 1500 pound trailer. So we got some water barrels that we're going to strap down in here, and she's going to use that to water the goats. And we're off to go work on that now. So, well, here is the finished product. Got the trailer all done. Got the hitch in there. Got our barrel all put together. Probably need to find a few more straps for it. Might end up switching this barrel out for like a flat bottom poly tank. I don't know. We'll see how this works, and then we'll go from there. But this is now the water getter for the goats, I guess. So yeah, I want to say thank you to everyone that stuck around to the end. We really appreciate you guys watching the video. If you guys are interested in watching more, why don't you check out some of these videos up here, and we'll catch you in the next video.